What's up, people? This is Brett coming at you once again from Thailand, and today I'm here to do a video on motorbikes. Now, a lot of you have been asking me for the video for quite a while, posting in the comments, asking where can you get a bike from, how much are motorbikes, all these sort of things. So I thought the best way to go about this would be to actually ask Lesley from Chloe's Motorbike Rentals, who I actually rent my motorbike from. So Lesley's here with me today. And I'm going to ask her a few questions. If people are looking to come to Thailand to rent a motorbike, how can they get one? How can they get in touch with you and things like that?
Okay, obviously there's many motorbike rental companies in town. Mine, I operate from Facebook only. So I know that you're going to put on my Facebook page. If you go onto my Facebook page, I post all of the photographs of my bikes on there, and they are photographs of the actual bikes, very recent photographs as well. Brief details of the bikes, price range, etc., whether the bike is available, whether it's rented. Should you see something that you like, send me a message, send me an email, give me a call.
So people can get in touch with you directly through Facebook?
Absolutely.
And what I'll do is I'll put Chloe's Facebook links in the bottom of the description, so you can go to her Facebook page and you can look through all of her bikes. Now, the reason I made this video is because I told you guys in a previous video that I get really great deals on bikes, and Lesley from Chloe's Motorbike Rentals is who gives me the great deals, right? So normally, if you go to a bike shop in the town, guys, you're going to be paying like, I think when I first came here, I paid like 3,500 baht for like.
I remember you telling me
for like a click, and
yeah.
you were renting it to me for like 2,500, 2,700. So the prices are really, really cheap compared to the prices in Thailand. But you don't like to rent short term, right? So it's normally long term rentals.
Yes, if I rent for a minimum period of a month, that allows me to keep the prices low. It also allows me to offer free delivery and pickup to customers as well.
Okay, so if you do rent a bike, you don't have to worry about going out to the shop. She'll actually deliver it to your house or wherever you're staying.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There are a few other questions you guys had, and they were always bike related. So it's kind of like licenses. A lot of people are asking about licenses. Do they need a motorbike license if they come to Thailand? Yeah. Do they need insurance if they come to Thailand? Okay. So, I mean, I have a UK car license, which enables me to ride a bike, and whenever I get stopped by the police, they never have a problem with that. But I know if you're not from the UK, some international licenses aren't applicable, and
there's certain licenses from various countries that the police won't accept. If you have an international driving license, that will be accepted by the police. Much depends on the day of the week out here and what officer happens to stop you at the time.
Okay, so for those who don't have an international license, can they still ride a bike here, or they need to get a Thai driving license?
No, they don't need a Thai driving license. If they have a license from their own country, that will suffice. If the police stop and say that they won't accept it and ask for payment on the spot, my advice would be ask for them to write a ticket out. Then you have the opportunity to go to the police station and show them your license and ask them to write on the ticket, once they've stated it is valid for riding in Thailand, then get them to write on the ticket that it's valid.
Right.
And one of my customers did this. It was really very clever.
Right.
Then he had it laminated, this ticket,
right, okay,
with a statement on saying his license was valid.
Right.
And he was stopped several more times after that,
yeah,
and produced this every time. Didn't have to pay
because it had it written from the
police station.
From the police station.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. If you're staying long term, it'd take you 1 day and 500 baht to get a Thai driver's license. That's going to cover you for every time you're stopped. I've
heard that. Apparently, it's very easy. You pretty much just go down to the driving test place. They get you to drive around some cones.
You have to do a computer test now as well.
A computer test as well, a theory. But apparently, like, everybody passes it. It's not difficult to get a Thai license if you're concerned about it.
Yeah.
If you don't have a license and you are stopped at like a checkpoint and you just don't have a license at all, I think the maximum you get is like a fine, right?
Yes. If it's on the spot fining, probably around 400 baht is the going rate for not having a driving license.
Right.
But if they don't give you a ticket, you're paying on the spot without a receipt. So my advice, if you know you don't have a license and you're riding, you're stopped at 9 o'clock in the morning, ask for the ticket, because
Right.
you cannot be fined for the same thing during the same day.
Right.
So if you,
Okay. That's
if
a
you,
good tip. Yeah. Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
stop 2 or 3 times in one day,
You don't want to be paying fines all
No.
day.
I was stopped 3 times within just over an hour once.
Really?
I have a license,
Wow.
no problem, but I was stopped at 3 different points in around about an hour.
Okay. So and how about insurance? How does the insurance work on the bikes? Because a lot of people are obviously, if you're coming from the US or the UK, you have to insure your car before you can take it out. You have to make sure it's taxed. How does insurance work here? Do the people renting bikes from you have to get insurance themselves, or are they already insured on rentals? I know you previously told me that the government, when you tax the bike, there's a scheme here in Thailand where every bike has to be insured by the government up to
That's
a certain
right.
point.
Yes.
Could you just explain like how that works? And for
Okay,
people
well,
who...
in Thailand there's compulsory insurance on all vehicles, including motorbikes. So whether you take out private insurance on the motorbike or not, you have to purchase this. The cover that's provided is for medical fees in the event of you being in an accident. There's no further need to insure a bike further than that.
Okay.
Now, so that's how that's how all my rental bikes are insured. So I have Thai basic insurance on them. Anybody involved in an accident will have medical fees covered up to 30,000 baht. However, the bike and repair to the bike is not covered, nor is a third-party vehicle.
Right.
And you find that that is what rental companies out here offer.
Right. Okay.
So
if you went and rented a bike from like a shop where it's a lot more expensive and they offered an additional insurance, they'd be offering coverage for the actual bike itself.
yes, and it
If you
would
had
be
an accident.
quite a substantial premium that they would
Right.
putting the
Okay.
rental cost up. So you don't particularly need additional insurance, though one or two of my international customers have taken out separate insurance on their travel insurance to cover the damage to the vehicle while they're renting.
Okay.
And the only condition was now they have to rent their vehicle from a proper Thai company,
Right.
based company,
Right.
which I just produce papers, so my company papers.
Right. Okay. Okay. So you're totally covered medical wise. If you're renting from any bike shop, and also if you're renting from yourself as well.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So
Absolutely.
that's something you don't have to worry about, guys. Okay. So people can check you out on Facebook if they want to find out about your bikes.
Yeah.
And what you have. Now, what type of bikes are you renting? Are you renting just mopeds, big bikes?
Okay.
What sort of bikes can people get from you?
I
Because I know you have a lot as well. How many bikes do you have?
over 150 and still buying.
Over 150 and still buying.
Yeah.
And how long have you been in business?
Just under 2 years now, yeah.
2 years.
Yeah,
2
about 2
years,
years.
150 bikes. So what types of bikes are they?
The demand, I buy what people want, and the demand is for automatics.
Right.
I have probably 3 or 4 manual bikes now.
Okay.
Again, I bought them because customers specifically asked for them, and it's long-term renters who wanted them. But my bikes start from a 110cc up to a 150 PCX.
Okay.
And alongside that, price ranges from 2,200 up to 4,800 a month.
Okay. So what sort of bike would people get for 4,800, and what would they get for 2,200?
For 4,800, you'd have the 2016 newest model PCX 150 fully automatic, keyless model.
Okay.
For 2,200 a month, you'd be looking at a higher mileage Honda Spacey, the Spacey being Honda's most basic bike, hence cheaper to buy, cheaper to rent.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And like I say, I'll put up Chloe's Facebook page, and I'll also put a link in the description if you guys want to get in touch with her if you're coming to Chiang Mai. Minimum 1 month rentals, but the cheapest rates in town if you want to rent long term. And I've been renting off of Chloe for like nearly 2 years now, so definitely a great deal. So I hope you find the video informative, guys. This is Lesley, Chloe. Her company's called Chloe's Motorbike Rent. It was named after your granddaughter, right? So I keep getting it confused, but her name's Lesley. So I'll put it in the description below if you want to rent long term. Like I said, I hope you find the video useful. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, this is Brett, brettdev.com, coming at you from Thailand. Peace.